Hello guys, welcome to our channel NLytic. Today we are going to discuss about schools of jurisprudence. So there are 6 major schools of jurisprudence. Let's talk about our first school of jurisprudence, that is analytical school. Analytical school was established in the beginning of 19th century. It deals primarily with law as it exists in the present form. It is neither concerned with the past of the law nor with the future of it. According to this school, the most important aspect of law is its relation to the state. Law is treated as an imperative or command emerging from the state. That is the reason why Austin has said that law is the command of sovereign. Now let's talk about the major propounders of this school. Jeremy Bentham is considered as the founder of this school, while John Austin is known as the father of this school. Other major propounders of this school are Hans Kelsen and H.L.A. Hart. Hans Kelsen has given the pure theory of law, while H.L.A. Hart has said that law is the union of primary and secondary rules. Let's move to our second school, that is Historical School of Jurisprudence. This school does not attach any importance to the relation of law to the state. This school gives importance to the social institutions in which the law develops itself. According to this school, law cannot be made. Rather, it must be discovered as customs, traditions, beliefs prevalent in the society itself. This school is concerned with the development of the law, how law has been developed in its current form. So these are the major propounders of the historical school. According to Savigny, folk gist is a source of law, which means spirit of people. Henry Maine has given the concept of a static society and progressive society. Now let's move to our third school of jurisprudence, that is sociological school of jurisprudence. It is also called as functional school of jurisprudence. The sociological jurists look upon law as a social phenomena. They are concerned with the relationship of law with the social institution. According to this school, the purpose of law is to serve social interest. The main scope of sociological school is to study the effect of law on society and vice versa. These are the major propounders of sociological school. Roscoe is considered as the father of American sociological jurisprudence, and he has given the theory of social engineering. Now let's move to our fourth school, that is realist school. Realist school is basically developed in America as well as a Scandinavian country. So this school has been divided into two parts, that is American realism and Scandinavian realism. American realism emphasized on realistic study of law not as contained in the statute or enactment, but as interpreted and laid down by the courts in their judicial pronouncement. According to this school, law is not just rules, but law is what courts do in practice. So it focuses more on practical aspect of the judgment and the behavior of the judges. While Scandinavian realism discarded from law all a priori notions of natural law, abstract conceptions, and idealism. A priori simply means something that cannot be questioned. According to this school, law in all its form is a social reality, devoid of doctrinal conceptions like morality, idealism, etc. These are the major propounders of American realism as well as Scandinavian realism. Now let's move to our fifth school of jurisprudence, that is philosophical, which is also called as ethical school of jurisprudence. This school is neither concerned with the historical past nor with the analytical present, but with the future of law as it ought to be. Like analytical school was concerned with the present law and historical school was concerned with the development of the law. But this school is concerned with the future of law, that is how it ought to be. This school considers law as the means by which individuals' will is harmonized with the general will of the community. According to this school, legal philosophy must be based on ethical value so as to motivate people for an upright living. These are the major propounders of this school. Hugo Grotius is considered as the father of philosophical jurisprudence. Now let's move to our sixth school of jurisprudence, that is natural law school. This school adopts a priori approach, which means accepting the things as they are without any inquiry or observation. The natural law theory reflects a perpetual quest for absolute justice. Jurists of this school focuses more on moral ideas which has universal applicability. For example, the concept of rule of law and the concept of due process has been emerged from this natural law philosophy. Development of natural law theory can be divided into four eras, that is ancient period, medieval period, the period of Renaissance, and the modern period. In ancient period, natural law was believed to have a divine origin. It was developed by Greek philosophers who pointed out that there are three main features of law of nature: destiny, order, and reason. Medieval period was dominated by the Christian fathers who propagated their doctrines for establishing the superiority of the church over the state. During the period of Renaissance, feeling of nationalism was rising and there was a demand for absolute sovereignty of the state. The propounders in this era has established the supremacy of the state over the church. In the modern period during 19th century, legal theory which overemphasized positivism failed to satisfy the aspirations of people. The impact of materialism on society compelled the scholars to look for some value-oriented ideology. These are the major propounders of natural law school in different eras. So this concludes the video. I have tried to briefly explain this topic. I hope you all have liked the video. For more law related content, kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you.